Hi everybody, it's me, Erin. Today is Tuesday, August 25th, 2015. Sorry I haven't made a video in a while, but I'm checking in now. Let's see. My highest weight was 258.8, and my weight the date of surgery was 246.6, and my weight this morning was 156.6, for a total of 102.2 pounds lost. Yesterday marked my 69 weeks post-op, and this Friday will be 1 year 4 months since my surgery. So let's see, I feel like I got a lot to talk about since I haven't made a video in a while, but I'm at work and the phone keeps ringing. This is like my 5th attempt to make this video. Hopefully I can get through it real quick. So I've had a lot going on lately. I'll kind of give you the gist. See, we had a couple house guests. That was really stressful. Really didn't have much privacy, wasn't getting much sleep, which made it hard for me to go work out in the morning. I kind of sloughed off. I'm only working out a couple times a week, which is like half as much as what I've been wanting to do. Finances have been tight, so you know, I haven't been eating the greatest. I've been trying to do my best within my means anyway, and trying to keep up with my protein. I actually went like 3 weeks without calcium because I ran out and I didn't have the money to buy any more. So, but I have some now. I'm good. I'm taking my calcium every day. Let's see. I have my list of things I want to talk about, but there's just like not putting it all into words and trying to talk fast. It's hard. So I've been kind of stable at around 155 for the last 3 months. I feel like I've hit my weight loss, and I'm stable, and I'm okay with that. I really am. But there was at one point that I got down to 151, and then like by the end of the week I shot up to 160, and that kind of pissed me off. But you know, but like I said, it's kind of been a yo-yo. I've been pretty steady around 155, 158, somewhere in there. And I've been relying less on protein supplements, and I guess maybe that's why, you know, but of course I haven't really been able to afford the protein supplements either. So I'm trying to do what I can to cut back on my costs so I can catch up on my finances. But, you know, normal adult stressful things that we all deal with. So, right? I have a tendency when so many avenues of my life are stressful at the same time, I tend to go into a bit of a state of depression, which causes me to eat more, and you know, trying my best not to fall into that old habit of using food to pacify my emotions. Yeah, so anyways, I'll give you a full body shot. Hopefully the phone won't ring again. It always seems to right when I'm standing up to show you guys how I'm doing. So this is me at 156. I know my tummy looks flat, but you know, I'm wearing clothes that pretty much conceal it. You know, this is pretty much my flap of my tummy. So you know, I wear pants that come up where my hips are supposed to be, and you can't really tell. And trying to get the shape back in my butt. Been doing squats. Now, I think the flabby skin on my arm is going down too. Been doing lots of weight work. Even when I'm sitting at home, you know, I like to pick up the weights if I'm sitting there watching TV and just kind of do curls or overheads like this, you know, to work on my arms. Been trying to build up the muscle, because when you build this up, it pulls this in too. So, anyways, and I have been getting stronger. I've been doing a lot more exercises, or I have the ability to do more exercises. So that's really good. I'm very cautious of my left hip though, because a few months back my hip came completely out of socket, and it took my chiropractor like 3 days to reset it, and that was excruciatingly painful. And I could kind of feel when like it's trying to come out, so some exercises I have to be careful. And then my right knee, I went rafting, I want to say it was like 2 months ago. I went rafting, and after it was all said and done, did fine during the rafting trip. We were all going back to our vehicles, and I stepped out of my cousin's truck. I didn't have my glasses on, because I don't wear my glasses when I raft. Don't want to lose them in the water. And I stepped out, and I didn't perceive the depth of how I was stepping out, and I hurt my knee. Excuse me. I still get the burps. It's so weird. I stepped out, and I hurt my knee, and so it's been bothering me ever since. But let's see. So there's that, and let's see. I know a lot of you have asked, like on Facebook, the support groups and that, you know, for the newbies, you know, they're worried about the weight loss and hair loss. You know, most of us, or a good majority of us, we do lose a lot of hair. Like I lost about half of my hair. And it's slowly been growing back. I mean, it still looks pretty thin on the ends, and it's been growing. So I'll show you some of the growth. See, this is that new stuff growing back. It's about 4 or 5 inches long. So my hair is looking fuller all around my scalp, but it still looks kind of stringy and gangly around the ends there. So, and it's funny, I could put my hair up into a high ponytail, but then like I have all the small stuff like pokes out all over my head, so I have to plaster my hair with hairspray when I have it up. And I am not naturally a blonde. I get the top of my hair frosted, because a lot of that new growth coming back in is gray. And so like if my hair wasn't frosted on top, I'd have all these gray hairs like sticking out that are like this long, and I don't know, I would nickname myself Silver Streak or something. I go about every 4 months now to get my hair frosted, because can't afford to go every single time my roots show. So anyway, so there's that. And let's see. Oh yeah, I went and bought myself a new bathing suit. Well, on my credit card anyway. a couple months ago, and it's really cute. It's actually a strapless bathing suit. I don't like tan lines. I have tan lines and I don't like it. So when I like to get bathing suits that are pretty much straight across here. And it doesn't look too bad. It's actually a bikini, but it's black, like it's solid here, but then it's got like lace that hangs down, so it covers all my loose skin, at least enough that you can't tell that it's all loose skin. And I'm not confident enough to wear the bottoms yet, because the bottoms are like bikini bottoms and it has lace that hangs down kind of like a skirt. But I wore my, I guess you can call them booty shorts, but they're, you know, the spandex shorts that I work out in, and they're black. So anyways, and I know I've talked about in my previous videos about my anxiety about starting a new job. Well, I've been there for about 2 months now, transitioning between here and there. So currently I'm at my original job. I'm here for 2 solid days, Monday and Tuesday, and then half of Wednesday and Thursday. The other half I drive a half hour to my other job, and then I'm there all day on Fridays. So I'm learning a lot. I know I had anxiety about it because, you know, I've been here for so long. And even when I went to work at 7-Eleven for 2 years, you know, their accounting program is very, very similar to the one that's here. But, you know, I'm learning the accounting program even though it's way more complex. I'm learning a lot in a short amount of time. But me being the person that I am, I'm my own worst critic. I feel like I should be more up to speed by now. And I know I keep apologizing to my new boss. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not fast enough, you know, but she's been doing it. She's been using this program and she has her own system and she's been doing it for all these years, just like I am here. I could whip through this stuff here in no time, but you know, over there I'm a bit slower, just getting used to everything. So I tend to be hard on myself when I don't feel like I'm doing something adequately to my own standards. But that's been part of my stress too, driving back and forth, trying to keep up with my regular life and things I have going on, and trying to spend time with my grandbaby. Today she's 5 months old and she is so cute. Oh my goodness, she's so cute. I don't have any pictures to show today, but she's getting her own personality, and she's already starting to try to crawl. She's so advanced. I don't know, she's alert. She sees herself in the camera, like, and she's totally enthralled when she recognizes herself. And she was rolling over at 2 months old, and it's like, wow, it's crazy. Like, normally babies don't roll over until they're about 4.5 months old, and she was doing it at 2 months. And you know, she can stand up on her own if you hold her hands. She likes to bounce. Very vocal. She likes making the squeaky noises, and when she gets all excited, she like opens her mouth real big. Ah! So yeah, it's fun being grandma, and I love spending time with Madeline. My daughter comes over, or I'll go over to her house, or we'll go shopping or spend the day together or something. Well, I not sure what else I can add. Oh, food. That's right, the food critique. My goodness. I have, as you know, been experimenting with alternatives to flour. So I think my best creation so far has been peach and blueberry cobbler. I found a recipe on, I think it's Pinterest, or maybe it was Yumly. More likely Pinterest. It was actually a recipe for blueberries, but my husband brought home a big old case of peaches that someone gave him. So the one thing I could think to do is make a huge cobbler to try to use some of them up. And the topping called for almond flour and coconut flour. And I used stevia. I didn't use sugar or honey. The peaches made the cobbler a bit more juicy, so I'll have to work on that. But it tasted like normal cobbler. The texture, well, I mean, the topping was kind of soggy because the peaches were real moist. But had it been just the blueberries, it would have been perfect. The one thing I did do that it didn't say on the recipe is I like the fruit part to be kind of like thick and saucy, you know, like firm. So I've been adding Knox gelatin to help firm up the fruit. So that worked out really well. And then that chocolate chip cookie recipe, I modified it quite a bit the last time. I added a couple tablespoons of flax meal to try to add some fiber, and I had some Ghirardelli unsweetened chocolate bar. I took like 2 squares and I chopped it real fine with a chef's knife, and then I crumbled it and I added that to the flour mix, and then I added about 1/3 more stevia than the recipe called for because I wanted it to be sweet. Oh, and then of course I add an extra egg to make the cookie moist. And it's the best they've turned out so far. So my advice to you guys looking for recipes, you know, to suit our weight loss needs, you know, our nutrition needs, don't be afraid to experiment. You know, take a recipe, do it the way it calls for the first time, and then you'll know what you want to do to tweak the recipe to suit your taste or your needs. So I think that's about it for this time. I did manage to make it an almost 20-minute video. Sorry about that. I hope it wasn't too boring, and I promise I will be better prepared next time. I will have pictures to show, and I will have information to share with you on recipes. Okay? Till next time, we'll see ya.